Hi guys, welcome back to yet again another episode of Dark Souls. This is the first Dark Souls episode that I've done in a while. Sergey is not currently with me due to some internet issues on his side. Plus it is 12:38 a.m. in my time zone. Throg the caveman is yet again off to another lovely adventure. And so when we last left off, I took out the the curse-rotted great wood. So, what I'm going to go ahead and be doing is like I said in the last episode, I'm going to start asking around here, hey, if you guys like our videos, please like and subscribe. Even if you don't really like the channel or you're not that big on it, the least I can ask is that you subscribe. You don't even have to turn on notifications, just subscribe. Yeah, you'll see our channel, just ignore it, you know, it will help out tremendously if you subscribe to help other people be able to start seeing it. I get we're not the best channel out there and that we could be better, but without some feedback, we'll never know how we could do that. Now, you guys might sometimes on and off hear some stuff in the background. I've got Kaiju in the room with me. He's currently on his phone, just reading or watching YouTube videos, so don't mind those background sounds. A lot of this you guys are going to see me speedrun past. I'm not doing any NPCs or any NPC quest lines. So, do forgive me on that. So, I don't know if I mentioned it in a video or not, but I'll bring it back up again. Have I ever told you guys the story? And you'll hear me say have I ever told you guys a lot when I get ready to tell a story. But did I ever tell you guys the story? Whoa, I am shiny when I'm wet. It's like somebody put oil on Throg. And I've played so many Dark Souls games that I've learned when to be really funny with the enemy AI. And I say that as I'm having moments where I am not doing that great. Okay, gotta make the run across. Say screw that. Screw that. Why am I caught on a stupid thing? Oh yeah. Okay, I thought maybe I was gone out of there, but I handled that like a champ. So, with me not doing any of the NPC quest lines, you guys are gonna see me do a lot of like going into areas, doing this and that. A lot of it is gonna be somewhat speed ran, which I highly do not suggest unless you absolutely know what you're doing in Dark Souls, or if you think from watching what I do you can do it. It's just that I know how to bypass a lot, and I mean a lot of stuff. So, if you've got a partner in Dark Souls, which many of you guys might have friends or people that have been in the game when you get it, a little trick that you can do is you can go to an area that you've already beat if your friend has the red summoning soapstone, so they can be summoned as an invader and they can drop you items that make your gameplay a little bit easier. Now, as you guys can see, I'm being attacked, but I'm just running right past because that doesn't matter to me. Doors make you immortal when you open them. And here we go, cheesing time. Man, my guy's got a bad arm. And that was stupid on me. I honestly should have hit that bonfire first before dying. But hey, I'm only human, I make mistakes. I'll make up for it. Plus I'm playing a caveman build, which is, you know, supposed to be a challenge, so I'm not gonna fret over it too badly. You should see me trying to play Depraved after playing like Dark Souls 1 or Dark Souls 2 for a couple of months without touching Dark Souls 3, and then coming back to Dark Souls 3 and then trying to use like the mechanics, because it's so different than Dark Souls 1 or 2. Dark Souls 2 is so janky with the controls, and Dark Souls 1 is like so much slower paced. Dark Souls 3, everything moves so much faster and so much quicker. Okay. We're gonna do this right this time. And we're gonna go right past that. And we're just gonna go into speedrunner mode for a moment. But Cerberus, there's items everywhere. Aren't those important? I really don't care about items on the ground. I've picked them up 1,000 times. If they're not important to my build, yeah, screw it. I'll go back and I'll go grab it off screen. That's honestly how I feel about a lot of stuff in this game. And bonfire lit. And bam. So now we're going to go ahead, we're going to move forward. This is one of the, some people would say, annoying areas of the game. That kind of sucked. I wasn't even... I mean, I guess I was in that attack range, but not really, in my opinion. I'll review the footage. I probably was, but I feel like I wasn't. If any of you guys ever had that kind of a mood set. And bonfire lit. And Dog. Estus chug. Well, not chug, but intake of Estus. And dodge. Another Estus or two because we want to be at full HP. Grab that ember. Kill that. Come on down. Screw the crab. Temporarily make it go back to its area. And grab the armor set just so that we can sell it since we're not using it on this build. Juke. Fladoop. Grab and boop. And cheese. Now, you won't or shouldn't really have to come here until later, but I come here early for one particular reason. And oh my god, I just realized that I have no armor, so I'm probably gonna stack poison like it ain't no tomorrow. I'm actually fairly resistant to poison. How interesting. Do that for the Estus shard. I'm gonna just run and do this stuff kind of quick since we're already down here. Screw these grew. I'm immortal, do the cutscenes. Skip the cutscene, it's just you putting out a fire and a torch being lit elsewhere. Drink an Estus, drink another Estus, let poison do its thing. Can't get poisoned if you are poisoned, so just run past. Watch this video if you guys want a guide on how to undo these torches just as quick as possible. Second torch is already put out, there's 3 of them. Just go on right through here, boys and girls. That's another thing that you'll hear me say a lot is boys and girls. And bonfire is lit. Rush to the bonfire, get all your stuff back. You'll come right down here, you'll see a glowing item in that tower. You will actually want what is in this tower. So make sure to make the effort of actually carefully coming in here to grab it. It's not a heavy gem, it's an undead bone shard. One of those lovely items needed to secure yourself okay. So if I'm here, I need to say screw that ladder. I will probably pull the attention of the big creepy guy. Not on purpose. And as long as you're lucky and you've got enough maneuverability to do so, you too can get past that. You'll open up the door that leads to your first Soul of Cinder. Well, not Soul of Cinder, but your Lord of Cinder, I should say. Soul of Cinder is the final boss of the game. Sorry, I sometimes mix up terminologies. And when you come down here, you're going to want to come through this door. There is an enemy. There are going to be enemies you can attack. It's kind of pointless. You honestly don't need to. You can just continue running. But I will warn you that when you get to about that tree that you're about to see me get to, you're going to want to slow down. There are 2 enemies that will patrol this area. These enemies are highly deadly at early levels of the early game. They are wraiths. They are a few of the only actual wraiths in game. So you're going to want to duck out from that corner once you let the wraiths kind of make their way. There will be a bonfire right here that you can then light. This bonfire will lead you to an area that I grind out of like the craziness of my own self. You'll see me, there's grew here. They're not really worth 472. The only reason that I'm getting the 472 is because I have a Silver Covetous Ring plus 3. Now, say I were to equip like the Mimic's Head, the Shield of Want, and that ring, it'd go up tremendously. Especially if I, say, had a Medican staff to use magic with. I really wanted to try to get past here without waking this thing up, but you do what you can, and we're glitching through the map. Okay. That right there is a Black Knight. And I believe I may have set off a Lycan who is trying to chase me down now. But Now I have this area for quick access for the later on in the video. What we're gonna do here is that we're gonna return to the Crucifixion Woods bonfire. And this right here will allow me to go take on an enemy that's probably going to be a little tough for me since I'm wearing little to no defenses. It's the Crystal Sage. And, well, it really isn't that hard of a boss. This is my first time playing a build that really has like no armor, no nothing, and I'm forced into using nothing but this club. I mean, you would think that my mobility would be great, but honestly, my hold and carry limit is 35.7, and I think you have to be under 30 in order to fast roll, so I'm still only, like, I'm still mid-rolling. Even though I'm this much, which means that Vitality is going to be one of my most beneficial friends. And here we go. Here's the Crystal Sage boss room. So, after a certain point, he makes this habit of creating duplicates. What you guys just saw, those duplicates will fire magic at you, making this fight kind of a pain in the butt. What I like to do sometimes is that I will find the duplicates if possible, and I will destroy them. And I died. Because I got a little overeager thinking I could hit it, but of course, the other Crystal Sage's moves kind of tend to pass through the main body and yet somehow still end up hitting you. I don't know why. Ask the game mechanics. And I just remembered I was getting ready to tell you guys a story. So, might as well, with the time I have left, go ahead and tell this story, which is that once me and my cousin Axel, who I've talked about before in the past, we were going to go to a water park. Well, we had a giant group of friends that we were going to end up going to the water park with. We all decided it'd be for the better if, say, we all thought it would be for the better if we all broke off into groups. Well, everyone got paired off but me. And so I was like, cool, I have freedom, I'll do what I want. Well, next thing I know, I just hear, Cerberus, come with me if you want to live. And hilariously enough, I then get thrown over someone's shoulder as they go running off with me, and then cannonball into one of the pools. See, I almost died there again. But yeah, it's just a quick, funny little story that happened. And survived by just the skin of my teeth. So I believe we've shown the level up process on here, but normally after you defeat a boss, you'll go back to your Firelink Shrine, which I've probably mentioned before. You'll talk to your Firekeeper, who is the level up NPC in Dark Souls 2, and, well, not in Dark Souls 1, but in Dark Souls 1, you could level up at your bonfire, which a lot of people miss that feature.
Farewell, Ashen One.
But Dark Souls 2, you had a NPC called the Emerald Herald, who you could level up from. Now, if you guys haven't seen on the channel, we have indeed actually added a Dark Souls 2 playthrough that we're going to get ready to do, because out of all the Dark Souls, me and Sergey actually prefer 2 the most. We think it's the best one. Not really, I shouldn't say we think it's the best one, but it's got a lot of good plays, like playthroughs that you can do with builds. It's got some really good fashion Souls gear that you can do for cosplays and awesome ways to dress your characters up in. Sergey's gonna do a pyromancer, and I'm gonna do an assassin, so it's gonna be really cool. My pyromancer's not my pyromancer. My assassin's gonna have some pyromancy, because they will be using it as a means to use poisons. Yet again, you guys are gonna see some little speed running being done, because I want to just get to a particular area and get it covered. I'll show you one more little goodie right here. There is a NPC who is not willing to talk. But if you beat them, you can get the Paladin's Ashes. Weirdly enough, there's not really Paladins in this game. But you could play a really close build. What it is that it's a miracle user, but what you do is that you use a sword in one hand, say like a chime in the other, and you can actually be pretty efficient that way. And this bonfire here is for the next area. This area is the next zone of the game. Once you beat this, you then head for your first Lord of Cinder. And then you start progressing through the game from there. So all I have to say is, I hope that you guys enjoy the video. And yet again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay cool and stay calm and take it easy. This has been Cerberus. Peace.